Hi, I'm Krystal Moodie, and I'm a creative photography alumni from Humber College, and I'm also currently a full-time employee within the Faculty of Media and Creative Arts, also at Humber College at the North Campus. I was always interested in taking pictures from a very early age, mostly of my family, capturing memories with friends and so on. And then I started to be more interested in the creative side of photography, shooting landscapes, weddings, that sort of thing. Then I made the decision to invest in a Canon Rebel. My first real successful image, I would say, is the Pelican mid-flight. The clouds were nice and moody looking. The Pelican looked great with the full wingspan. And I decided to make it even more interesting by editing it as a black and white image. With the encouragement of family and friends, I entered a local competition back home in Jamaica, which is where I was living at the time and where I'm from originally. And I entered what's called the JCDC National Competition. And I'm happy to say that I walked away from that competition with 4 awards, including Most Outstanding Emerging Artist under the age of 30, a few medals, and some cash prizes as well. I kind of felt like Jamaica at the time was limiting my ability to grow as a photographer. So I made the decision to apply to Humber College's creative photography program, and I was accepted in 2013. And I moved to Canada in 2014 and started this brand new journey, starting over with school in a new country. And it's possibly one of the best decisions I've ever made in my life. I have 2 pop-up galleries, or 2 pop-up canvas spots at Humber College. One at the Lakeshore campus in the A building, and one at the North campus in the D building, I think it is. And those were just pieces of work that I came up with while at home on weekends. I started one image and I wanted to see how I could develop it from there, and using colors and candy and fruits and vegetables and that sort of thing. It was a really, really, really fun series, both of them. It changed a lot, especially in the initial stages of the lockdown when, everyone was staying home and not really going out except maybe to get groceries. So I didn't have that creative side of me really working during that time, and especially with the lockdown, not being able to see family and friends, it affects your mental state, it affects your mind. So I found it difficult to be creative at that time, especially in the early stages of the lockdown. I was able to start buying things again that I would be interested in shooting at home. Fruits, vegetables, items such as a bag of candy, a box of Haagen-Dazs ice cream, that sort of thing. One of the things I like to shoot, or I have started shooting again since I was a student, is bottles of drink, like alcohol, beer, whatever, bottles and cans, but showing the condensation on that can. Now, it's difficult to do that when you just take it out of the fridge, because once it starts to condense, those nice water droplets, they're not staying still. They're falling down the can or the bottle. And you don't want streaks. You want those nice water droplets to stay still and to look beautiful. And one of the ways of doing that when I was a student was using glycerin and water as a mix and spraying it on the dry can or bottle. I don't have access to glycerin. So it occurred to me one day, something similar is Vaseline. So I took a tube of Vaseline, I rubbed some in my hands, and I rubbed them all over the bottles and the cans, and then I used a spray bottle and just sprayed it with water. Perfect water droplets on the bottles and the cans. Perfect. I'm actually a part of a WhatsApp group that a very successful photographer friend of mine in Denmark added me to. And it's just a group of people from all over the world who are dealing with the same thing we all are. How to stay creative during the lockdown, during self-isolation, social distancing. Since the lockdown, I have actually been shooting a lot more recently in the past few weeks, and I've actually recreated and republished my website online. So it's crystalmphoto.com. And it was a really proud moment when I was able to click that publish button and see it live.